LSDM's marketing is delivered in a 100% online-friendly environment with weekly lessons and self-assessment opportunities. You can study anytime and anywhere in a network of students from all over the world. A tutor centre is always available to support students in their learning process, clarifying doubts and discussing their ideas. Different content formats, such as videos, presentations, case studies, exercises or infographics, are available in 3 languages: English, Portuguese and Spanish. The LSDM's marketing is an accredited programme by the University for the Creative Arts, #1 specialist university for the creative industries.
I'm Katherine Boxall and I'm the Deputy Director for the Business School for the Creative Industries at UCA in Epsom. So it's a great relationship that we have with the London School of Design and Marketing. It really benefits the BA Marketing and the postgraduate marketing students because we are collaborating really closely with the programs. We are working very closely with the tutors on the program. My tutors work very closely with the tutors at LSDM. The students themselves will be working with a fantastic institution and also not only working with UK frameworks within the postgraduate and undergraduate environment, you will also be working with a fantastic #1 specialist within the UK arts institutions. I think it's really interesting for the students to be able to access all these incredible theoretical, some visuals, a visual identity within the learning platforms. I think it's a new way of being able to access marketing digitally online and be able to present that information within assessments, within their learning, within the blended learning that they can look at. And for us actually as a university to have a look at that model and for ourselves to actually learn from that. It's actually been quite interesting for us to see that. You know, our tutors to be able to support that within the LSDM model has been very interesting. I know some of my tutors within my undergraduate marketing programme have been able to support that model, and we have very close connections with LSDM to be able to look at that. Myself as a professional in industry and also as an academic, I found it an incredibly insightful model, looking at the learning labs that they have, looking at their final major projects that they're working on. The students have a really in-depth and a really advanced learning methodology that they're working to, and their assessment outcomes and portfolio of assessments are really in-depth and thorough. So even though it's a different method and this is an online learning method, you know, we worked very closely with LSDM to make sure that the quality and the assurance measures were in place. I worked very closely with the team at LSDM when we were putting those together and looking at the learning outcomes, and the assessment criteria was all in place, and therefore the quality measures were in place. So what we're saying is that the LSDM model is working to the UK frameworks within the environment that they're working in. So therefore all the students can be assured that what they are receiving is a UK assured degree. I'd like to think, you know, that they themselves, LSDM, have learned an awful lot from this opportunity in this programme. I'd also like to think that they themselves are very pleased to be working with the #1 Specialist Arts Institute in the UK, and also being Modern University of the Year 2019. That can only add real kudos to their students and to the student experience for their students as well. And also in terms of how they're moving forward, looking at how marketing and design is delivered online. It's a new platform for students to actually look at their learning processes. And it's the new way of delivery, and I think it's a really exciting proposal for them, and it can only get better. So there is absolutely no difference in the final qualification that the students receive. They will be receiving their BA Honours degree, whether they're working at undergraduate level, or they will be receiving their Master's qualification, whether they're doing a postgraduate qualification. And then what will be happening is once they receive their final qualification, they pass, they will all be joining us at the Royal Festival Hall in the South Bank in London in June with all our other students from UCA to celebrate the final celebrations in June, which is a wonderful event.
We are looking forward to meet you in the next edition. LSDM, where passion becomes a profession.